Good afternoon, evening, morning, the world to everyone. This is another Nerd Nation stream, and we are going to be doing a preview on the upcoming Ubisoft reveal of their current games and their new games. Today, I have with me, as usual, Cousin Cheeto. Say hello.
Hello, hello.
And we also have a new guest with us, Mr. Butt Crimes. Hello.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Fantastic. Good to hear from you, mate. So if anyone is interested in what Ubisoft has to offer, and I definitely am, even though I'm kind of upset of what I've seen from them so far, then you'll be interested in tomorrow's reveal. And we're going to be talking about what we feel about what's going to be coming up, how we feel about Ubisoft now, and do you think they have a chance of redeeming themselves tomorrow? So first of all, Ubisoft, funnily enough, are doing something really stupid. They're going to be showing off some of the games that they've already got out. These games happen to be like the two of the most significant ones happen to be Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which was an absolute flop of a fucking video game, a disaster of a game. Division 2, not bad, but I think they kind of peaked with that one and everything's been downhill since. They've also got a game that I don't give a flying fuck about, and I think nobody in this group does either, and that's Just Dance 2020. These games are coming out, are already out. I think they might be bringing out some more DLC for these games. These games are absolute flops. I think if you get these games, you get Watch Dogs 2 for free or something like that. Not too fussed about Watch Dogs 2. Don't care about how I'm getting Watch Dogs 2, simply because I own Watch Dogs 2. I do apologize for not feeding you further information on that. It's my part, but you know what? I'm an amateur at this, so give me a break. Anyways, these games, I'm not sure if you played them. I'm not sure if you're interested in them. I'll start with you, Mr. Butt Crimes. We're going to start off with Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
Towards SOCOM like 15 or whatever, that remake of something like that. The thing about the Tom Clancy Ghost Recon series, I liked it better when it was like SOCOM 5 back in the Sony PlayStation 2 days. So I'm not too looking forward to playing it, really. It's just going to be basically running in mountains or whatever and shoot the terrorists and all that good stuff. Not really tickling me at this point.
Ubisoft do have a serious hard-on for everything Tom Clancy, that's for sure. God knows how many fucking video games they've adapted from Tom Clancy books. Ghost Recon is one of them. Division is also another one of them. You know, Rainbow Siege, all of that shit. Splinter Cell, all of that bollocks. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, I'm not sure if either of you guys know, this game didn't do well when it was released, and it's understandable. I mean, the game was buggy as hell. It didn't felt finished. It offered nothing new to the previous game, which was Wildlands, which I did own, and it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty good game, but they just couldn't wait just to jump on. The thing with Ubisoft, they just bring out sequels so fucking quickly. You don't have a chance to digest the previous game. And this fucking game came out and it was an absolute pile of bollocks. Now, I'm not sure if you know anything about this game, Cousin Cheeto. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Have you played it at all? Do you know anybody who plays it?
No, but apparently my brother's in the chat, and he's very familiar with Ubisoft. So, I mean, he's asking what Ubisoft screwed up now.
Well, Ubisoft you already know they screwed up. Sorry, go on.
I just say I'm not a first-person shooter type person or whatever. I mean, these games don't really interest me.
It's third person.
Well, still, sometimes those games don't interest me either. It just depends on the theme and if it looks interesting to me or not.
Well, they're going to bring out extra shit for this game. They were trying to sell this game so badly that they let you be able to play this game. If you know somebody who owns it, you could play it with them by playing this, a free-to-download version. I mean, I didn't even touch it. I downloaded it, but I thought I was going to play it with a friend of mine. It didn't end up happening. I removed it. I don't give a fuck about this demo bollocks they wanted me to try to play. In persuading me to buy the full game, it was not going to fucking happen. This game's an absolute disaster, and whatever additional stuff they bring out for it, it's not going to help the sale of this game. This game is a flop. It is done. Ubisoft should be done with it. They shouldn't bring out any more shit for it. It's bollocks.
But that's also
sorry,
like Rockstar doing the whole what's it called?
with GTA.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, but GTA is a phenomenon. You know, this game isn't, dude. There's a massive difference. You know, there's people still cashing in on GTA now. They're not going to cash in on this game. This game's a pile of shit. Nobody plays it. Also, there's another game which I do enjoy, but I've had my fill of this game, and that was Division 2. That's also another Ubisoft game. Obviously, everything's fucking Ubisoft. What am I talking about? We're talking about Ubisoft Reveal here. I apologize for my amateur behavior there. But nevertheless, Division 2, it's going to have more DLC. I mean, they've been bringing out tons of DLC for this game. I mean, but it's pretty much a rehash of what this game is. You know, when they bring out the DLC, okay, we're going to give you more shooting levels here, and more shooting levels here, and more shooting stuff here, and you can get all this fucking loot, and you'll never really get everything you fucking need to get the perfect build. You're always going to be shy of something, and I just got fed up of this game, and I'm done with it. So whatever they bring out for Division 2, I'm not interested in. Dixie, Butt Crumbs, I apologize. Do you ever play Division 2? Do you know anything about that game, mate?
I know a little bit about it. I didn't play 1. 2, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that where you're like being not Black Ops, but Men in Black or something like that?
No, you're basically like this sort of sleeper sort of like military group who have come out of not hiding, but you've been woken, so to speak. Because, there's this pandemic. There's a pandemic killing everyone, funny enough. And you need to bring law and order to Washington, D.C. The first game was set in New York. The second game is set in Washington. But there is a DLC where you go back to New York in the Washington game. So, yeah.
So
it's a good game. It's a good game. It's a good co-op game. And it's a good PvP game. But at the same time, like, there's only so far you can go with this game. You know what I mean? That's the problem with it.
True. I get that.
Yeah. Death Right says GTA changes its games. They aren't just repeats of themselves. Look at COD. All it does is put a new title out for all the same maps and maybe one new map 6 months after release. Yeah, I do agree. GTA does have a lot of change, but even then, recently, like seems like all their businesses, they just feel very generic now. And I'm surprised that GTA is still doing as well as it is, because I got done. I'm done with GTA personally. I'm not sure. I know we're straying off the map here. I'm not sure if you guys still play GTA at all.
No,
Either of you?
a long time myself.
No. And Roberto, you got anything to say on Division 2? No.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Now
Yeah. I'm going to be
okay. I didn't know if I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing background stuff here, so no. I mean, I've never played Division 2. I know Zam, you've recommended me playing it. I just have never gotten around to it. So I mean, I might be interested in playing it, but I mean, I'll probably just get it cheap and maybe give it a shot and go from there. Who knows? But
well, it might come out free on the PlayStation Store soon, so keep an eye out for it in the next few months. I mean, PlayStation Plus always gives out good free games every month. And finally, Just Dance 2020. Now, I don't know anything about this, so I can't really speak about this. Do you guys know anything about Just Dance 2020 and any additional DLC they'll be bringing out for this shit?
I mean, my daughter plays it. She loves it.
Really? Interesting. So you must know something about it.
You dance to it's like the now that's what I call music. Like it's just this new songs every year that come out and just, I mean, it's nothing crazy.
Fair enough. What about yourself, Butt Crimes? You like to boogie to a bit of Just Dance now and again between sessions of fucking Dead Rising or whether fucking playing Dead by Daylight?
Not real. I haven't played the new one yet. So I can't really comment on that one. The original Watch Dogs, it was all right. I like the concept of it, of where you're, being this elite hacker guy. But yeah, some of it's just like really unrealistic, because that's no way you'd actually hack into, like, say, a fire hydrant or something stupid like that and make it explode. So some of it's just a little too far-fetched and takes me out of the story a bit. Part 2, I'm just hoping that they're actually grounding it in something a little more real.
Are we talking about Just Dance, or are we talking about Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs. I haven't played Just Dance. I don't do that.
Oh, you're talking about Watch Dogs. Oh, okay, you're on Watch Dogs. Sorry, we haven't got there yet. I apologize. You kind of lost me a little bit.
I was about to say, wait a minute. Are we on Watch Dogs? Because I have Just Dance up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was on there. I was like looking like, okay, okay, whatever.
No problem. No problem. We'll get back onto track here. Trackmania. Now, I don't know anything about this game. I just had a little look into it a few minutes ago before starting the stream. You have to understand, anyone who's watching here, we're just doing things from fans' perspectives. We're just a bunch of fans talking about stuff that we're interested in. We're not journalists here, so I do apologize if we're not always giving you all the content that you want. But I did look into Trackmania, and from what I can see, this game, it looks a little bit like Hot Wheels meets Mario Kart. It does look pretty cool. If I did play it, I'm sure I'd find it fun for a little while, and I'll probably have to play it with my mates. But games like racing games, for me, have a very short shelf life. So something like this will not be on my radar. I won't be taking a second peek at it too much, unless somebody shows me a trailer or some gameplay footage or whatever. I'm fine with that. But I'm not too interested in this. What about you guys? Trackmania, has this caught your fancy, anyone?
Not really caught my fancy. I mean, yeah, it's a great drinking game to play with your buddies, but that's not it. Yeah, it's pretty much like a Mario Kart clone or what have you. It does look fun if you're, sitting there partying, pizza, beer, but yeah, that's it.
Gio, what do you think?
I'm
this
just
game,
sitting here trying to get
your cup of tea?
No, not really. I'm just trying to sit here and get these freaking images up. And
don't worry about Trackmania.
It's already up. There we go. We got it. We win. We got it. Listen, I'm doing this on the fly with these images, and it's driving me bonkers. Preparation, children. Preparation is the best, and there's no children watching this, so fuck y'all. I don't care. Anyway,
all right.
I'm not big into racing, so I mean, I probably won't do this one, but I mean, I'm interested to see what they offer. It looks kind of fun.
Yeah,
I guess it looks fun. I wouldn't mind playing it.
It looks a lot like a drinking game that you play with your buddies while you guys are chilling on the couch, waiting for the weed to kick in or whatever.
Yep. I never played. Funny enough, I own that game, but it was one of the free games on PlayStation Plus a while back. Still haven't played it yet. I got so many fucking free games on PlayStation Plus. Haven't fucking played any of them. Well, not many of them, but Star Wars Battlefront 2, I've been playing the fuck out of. All right, let's go into something I think more people would like us to talk about. Let's talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Ooh, now, I got that one.
Yeah. This game was leaked. The Ginger Greek and I, in the previous podcast, we spoke about the leak footage of this game, and Ubisoft did try to remove the leak footage of this game, because what people saw was very uninspiring, say the least. I don't think Ubisoft really cares how most fans don't like the direction they're going with the franchise, and what we saw was Ubisoft doubling down with the franchise, with the gameplay footage. A lot of the things they suggested we didn't see in that gameplay footage, like weighty, meaty combat. It looked very fast, hacky, slashy. Didn't look like authentic fighting or good sort of stylish, authentic fighting. It felt very rushed, like the last two games, which is more hack and slash. The interactions, the voice work, what we saw in the gameplay trailer, the leaked one was awful. Ubisoft did try to remove this, as I said earlier. They have failed in that because so many people have seen it. Have you, Cousin Cheeto? I know you've seen this gameplay footage. What did you think of it? But I haven't heard your opinions on it, mate.
Well, you know me. I don't want to say I'm ever the optimist, but I'm ever the forgiver. You're right. The gameplay looks very uninspiring. It looks very hack and slashy. I did not like Assassin's Creed Origin or Odyssey. Well, really, I barely played Odyssey, and I didn't like Origins. So if this is them taking that same formula and just moving it to Vikings, I'm not going to be down with it. I mean, it's sad because you know me. I played every Assassin's Creed game up through, Origins, and then Origins was just a total buzzkill for me. I loved Assassin's Creed 3. I loved Rogue. I love the Ezio trilogy. I like a good story and a good like a fighting mechanic, but I don't want it to be hack and slashy. Hack and slashy is clumsy, and I mean I love a good counter system like the Arkham games. They have fantastic countering systems. So when I saw this, I mean it does look very hack and slashy. It looks like more of the same from Origins and Odyssey, and that's what really makes me sad. I was kind of excited with this kind of change in tone because Odyssey and Origins kind of had the same tone to them. That's why they weren't that inspired me. I was hoping that this would be different. I haven't seen all the footage. I've only seen the leaked footage, so I'm not going to sit here and shit on it, or unless I can sell my soul to the YouTube gods and get more subscriptions by doing that. But honestly, I'm kind of waiting to see more. And me, I'm ever the forgiver. I'm always like, well, let's see, let's do. Oh, it's not that bad. You guys know I'm a bad litmus test when it comes to this kind of stuff.
You're damn right. What crimes?
I liked it better when it was called Skyrim. So that's all I really have to say about that. The thing is, I think Assassin's Creed pretty much stopped being good with the pirate one. I think it was 5, where you're doing ships and stuff like that. Black Flag. Yeah, Black Flag is the one that they did okay at, I think. But from a historical prospect, I'm like, Valhalla, what the? So yeah, they kind of like jumped the shark on this one. Trying to jump on the hypey Norse/Viking gravy train, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind what era they do it, as long as they do it good. I mean, not necessarily right, but good. I mean, it might have to be historically accurate in the sense of being right in that sense. But if it is fucking good and it's fun to play, then that's all that matters. And the recent games haven't been. And I was just thinking, actually, I love Black Flag, but when it came to style, pure style, Unity nailed it. Yeah, Unity was so good at the style of being an assassin. It was, like the parkour was fantastic. The fighting mechanics were great, killing people and getting, rushing assassinations and jumping one assassination to another, using distractions and stuff. It was so beautifully done. And you're not getting any of that now. You're just getting you're getting battles. This is Assassin's Creed, And going back to the stream, which will be revealed tomorrow, Ubisoft really have to fucking pull a rabbit out of the hat on this one, because if the gameplay footage they show is not considerably different to the leaked footage of some alpha footage, which was shown earlier this week, then this game is not going to sell at all. They've got nowhere to hide on this game. And I'm not going to promote. I love Assassin's Creed. I love it with my life. I love the series, but I'm not going to, put money in Ubisoft's pocket on this game. I want them to change shit, and the only way they're going to do it is with people's deciding with their wallets.
Hey, Zam. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I got a surprise for you.
Yes, please.
You know what? Ubisoft is one of those companies. It's just as bad as Call of Duty.
Lovely.
It's repeating everything it does. I had to jump in and I had to say it. Like Assassin's Creed, like I've played 3 of them, and after the first one, I got through the first one and I couldn't play anymore. So that literally is a repeat of itself. This is a program that every single software company is following, and they need to stop.
Unfortunately, you're right about that. Just to go on a tangent here, I could say that about the FIFA games. They could just give updates, but no, they sell fucking a new game every year, and how do you keep making a new football game every year and and make it better, every year, not every 3 years where you can really make a significant change, but every fucking year. So yeah, you're right. They're constantly making the same thing but changing the setting, and they did try something different, but it's just not working right now. What they're doing different, they went down the wrong fucking route. They went down this route because it's microtransaction route, and that's why they went down this route. And their greed is made them stupid. Any more to say about Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Anyone?
Did Crimes? Did you say anything yet?
Kind of do. It depends on how they're handling the history on this. As somebody who's kind of studied the history of the Norse, I'm interested to see if I can, like, in the game, meet, say, Eric Bloodaxe or somebody like that, or what kind of role I'm going to play in the Assassin's Creed Valhalla series. But other than that, it's just like looking like Skyrim minus the magic.
Okay. So Boogeyman, you got any more to say?
I mean, as far as to say, I'm kind of coming in here on a whim and just looking at a list of the every announced Ubisoft game coming out. So.
Okay. All right.
I mean, this is really the first big one we've hit, really. I mean, every other one is just kind of, So go ahead and move on, Zam.
Yeah, exactly. We spoke about the other games. So let's just hope I want to be proven, just to conclude on this. I want to be proven wrong on this game. I really want somehow this game to be so different to that leak gameplay footage. If that's the case, I'll be back on board. Do I think that's going to happen? I doubt it. Okay, so there's a battle royale game called Hyperscape, and I'm not into battle royale games. I'm not into Fortnite and these other ones that have come out. They're just not my cup of tea. But Ubisoft wants to get involved in this popular way of playing video games right now, so they've come up with their own version. Is anybody in this group interested in Hyperscape? Anybody?
Nope, not one bit.
It kind of falls into the same premise as what I was just saying, like Assassin's Creed and stuff. All these games are trying to follow the same platform as each other and like get in on the microtransactions. But it's funny though, because the first thing I Google it, the first thing you see is Hyperscape free to play. They're at the point they're not even trying to like sell the game anymore. They are literally just giving it out to you in hopes that you'll buy something off of their shop.
Oh, so they're going with
microtransaction the fuck out of it.
Well, and honestly, here's the thing though, I'm okay with free games with microtransactions, but here's my philosophy on these microtransactions. I will not spend more than I would spend on a normal game I want to play on microtransactions. So let's say like I have a game, it's called Final Fantasy Dissidia Opera Omnia. It is an online game. It is free to play. I play it on my phone. I have put a little bit of money into it, but I have put tons and tons and tons of hours into it. So I'm not going to spend more than like $60 to $80 on this game because they try to sell you different outfits and they try to sell you all this here, and I don't buy that stuff. But my philosophy is that if you invest in a game like a normal video game, I say you should be able to spend up to the $60 to $80 that you would spend on a normal game you invest time in. It's not that horrible. But when you have people who spend hundreds of dollars on these games, it's like, yeah, that's just stupid.
Well, these microtransactions as well. So sorry, you don't necessarily get what you want. You're spending money on sometimes a gamble, and that's the disgusting thing about it. That's the absolutely disgusting thing about these things.
And I agree. Like if you're just gambling, like if you want to buy something specific and they let you, like I play Final Fantasy 14, like they have specific like that you can buy things with real money, but you like microtransactions, but it's like what you're getting. Like, but don't give me a rando box and expect me to pay non-in-game money for it. I'll spend in-game money, like in-game currency for a rando box, but I'm not going to spend real money on a rando box when I don't know what I'm getting.
I agree 100%. Boogeyman, sorry, you got to say something, mate?
Well, the problem with microtransaction, it's a lot like they're feeding on the casino, the gambling mentality.
Sorry, they're feeding on
the
Can you say that
gambling.
again? I missed that.
Yeah, the gambling addiction that a lot of people do have and don't realize they have because they don't gamble, or so on and so on and so. And like a lot of companies are getting in trouble now because of that, because they're not finding a way to limit. Because I mean, you've got like a boy emptied his mom's bank account for your game FIFA. I'm sure we've all heard.
I know. I've heard loads of those stories. Loads of those stories, mate.
You know, and they're not giving ways to limit it. And that's the issue with Ubisoft and all the other companies with these stupid microtransactions. And any multiplayer game that Ubisoft comes out with seems to always have like these pay-to-win microtransactions in the beginning, but then they eventually take them out and make it balanced. But, you know, it's one of those things that you don't... It's stupid. Like, all these companies need to get away. If Ubisoft watches this, make a new game, be original, give us something good for once.
But Crimes, do you know anything about this? Do you give a shit about this?
I really don't give a shit about this, especially the pay to win lotto ticket bullshit that they were wanting to try to force on their gamers. If you get the game, then that should be enough. But wow, they want to like make you gamble for skins? What the hell?
Yeah, no, I agree. That if I gotta know what I'm buying, like if you tell me what I'm buying, I might buy it. But if I don't know if I'm buying for rando, I ain't doing that. That's bullshit.
Exactly.
I agree. And even then, I've seen Angry Joe videos where you're spending so much money on just a color, and it's ridiculous the sort of money they're asking for a color. So the greed amongst video game developers, and unfortunately, this level of greed is stifling real development in creating quality video games, going in a direction because they're loving what they're getting out of microtransactions that they don't want games to go beyond that, and it's a real shame. But yeah, regarding hyperspace, not interested, don't care, want to move on from it. Let's talk about something juicy again. Watch Dogs Legions. Now, I have played both Watch Dogs game. I do consider it to be almost like a modern day Assassin's Creed, especially the first one. The second one was a lot more fun, had a lot more character. I did thoroughly enjoy it. It had a GTA vibe about it, being set in San Francisco, and all the jokes that came with it as well about technology in life and the modern way of living like GTA did. You found that in Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs Legion, however, is set in a post-Brexit Britain, which I'm living in right now, and we've become a dictatorship. We've become a police state, all of that, and it got me really interested because in this game you don't play as a particular individual, you can play as any NPC, and that's a quite unique concept. But the news on this game has become quite veiled recently. This game should have been released earlier this year. Now, I don't have a problem with games actually being delayed, because delay means that they're perfecting things, and I prefer that. That's why I never had a problem with delays. But at the same time, I'm kind of worried because I think Ubisoft knows that their goose is cooked a little bit with some of the way their games are coming out. And I think they're trying to change a lot of this game, make it maybe more a bit like Cyberpunk, who knows. But there's not much more news coming about it, and I think this game might be a flop if it's anything like the previous Ubisoft game, because Ubisoft games, they do follow a formula. So are you guys expecting an interesting trailer for Watch Dogs Legions? You think this game is going to blow us out the fucking water when we see it? Obviously, a lot of us are quite interested in this game. I'll start with you, Boogeyman. What are you anticipating from Watch Dogs Legions?
I actually can't comment on Watch Dogs, but I'm actually going to head out. I was just kind of coming in as a surprise guest. I've been up.
Okie dokie.
Most of the night with health issues, so thank you guys for letting me come in. and I will continue watching on YouTube.
Thank you very much, mate. Take care. Okay, Butt Crime.
Yes.
Watchdog Legions. Has this game? I keep calling it Legion. Watchdog Legion. Has this game been on your radar? Are you interested in this game at all?
Do
you know anything about this game?
I know a little bit about Watch Dogs. I haven't seen any of the new upgrade or the previews and commercials for the new one.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I like Watch Dogs itself. I love the concept of being able to hack into different things and just screw people over and stuff like that. But yeah, I would play this. Maybe as a rental or something like that if I could. I don't know about buying it. I'd have to see more gameplay on it, really. See what
needs to have some on for me. Sometimes, like a good single player game still needs to have some sort of online multiplayer thing for me to maybe seal the deal, because you want to get as much out of the game as possible, and nowadays the only way you can do that is with multiplayer. But I'm sure this will have it. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. But we haven't got much news on this game, and we're hoping that this reveal will show us a lot. I'm sure you're interested in this game, Roberto. What do you got to say about Watch Dogs Legion?
I mean, I really liked the first Watch Dogs. I liked it for its story elements. I liked Pierce. I want to say, wasn't that his name, Pierce?
Aiden Pierce.
That I liked the first game. I played a little bit of the second game. It kind of seems like they went the whole Assassin's Creed route, where you had great stories for the Ezio trilogy, and then they kind of changed the formula up in like Black Flag, where it's like it's more fun than it is story based. And that's where I kind of get like, I didn't like Assassin's Creed Black Flag as much, just because the story was garbage. I didn't like the pirate. I thought it was a fun game, don't get me wrong, but I think that's where they're heading with Watch Dogs, is more like they're going for the fun, and it's like not so much story driven, not so much good story, because I really enjoyed the story of Aiden Pierce in the first game, and the Watch Dogs 2 just didn't seem all that interesting to me. And I mean, as I said, I'm more of I like meaty content. I don't like just running around blowing things up, stealing money out of people's accounts and stuff like that. Like I those things are great, to have on the side, but those should never be the main focus. And that's why I think, Watch Dogs 2 felt a little bit short for me, whereas Watch Dogs 1 I thought was really good. So I mean, if this game seems like it's going to be more story driven, I'm all for it. But I don't know.
Well, see, this is what interests me, because not having a lead character is going to be interesting how it is story driven. If you can pick, if you pick,
it's not going to have a main character, is it?
Yeah, and this is what really interests me. This is the one thing that does interest me about this game. There is an evolution from the first one up to the third one. Having this type of gameplay, it is reasonably unique. Still, I don't think of many other games that have done anything like this, especially AAA. So I'm looking forward to that, but I want to see some solid gameplay at this reveal tomorrow. I want them to blow me out the park. I'm expecting something good out of this game, because they they haven't released it yet. Like I said, it's still on the back burner, so they're obviously adding to it, I believe, or they're trying to improve it at least. So it's going to be interesting. Does the concept of being any character interest you, Roberto?
Not really. No, nothing about the concept art or anything. I mean, I have to see actual gameplay or a story trailer or something. But I mean, you're right.
We have that. You must have seen some of the earlier gameplay.
Maybe a long time ago, but I haven't refreshed my memory on it in a while. It's been a while.
I'll send you some.
I'll have to YouTube it. But I mean, like, it's been a while since we've seen anything from this game, and I mean, to me, just as I said, the story needs to be there, and especially if there's no main character, I have no one to invest in. You know what I mean? Like, I have to invest.
I agree, but that's the thing with the permadeath, because you can invest in the character, invest in it so much that you don't want them to die. You know, in that sense, you know, it's a bit like oh god, what's the name of that game? XCOM. You ever played XCOM, Butt Crimes?
I know the story. I haven't played XCOM yet. But yeah, the new Watch Dogs just pretty much looks like the Brexit version of Grand Theft Auto, whatever.
Yeah, it does.
Seriously, it does. I mean,
It does.
All you're doing, it has like a hacking element. That's about it. You can hack someone's laptop, make it blow up or whatever, and that's the only thing I see that would be any fun, is just like somehow screwing other people over in it.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope it has a decent multiplayer element.
Yeah, well, and I mean, if this game is going to be, as I said, if this game is not going to be story driven, like the gameplay elements of the game are not going to keep me interested. That's what the problem with Watch Dogs 2 was that, you know, they relied more heavily on the gameplay elements, and it just didn't keep my interest. Whereas with Watch Dogs 1, I always wanted to do the next mission to like see what was going to happen, because I was gripped by. I love that story. I thought it was great.
Yeah, Watch Dogs was awesome. 2, it just kind of like fell really flat. This one, I don't know about this one at all.
I mean, look, this is the only game I'm holding any hope for. I'll be honest with you. After I saw what I saw with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I've got nothing for it. I mean, I wanted to be proven wrong. I want to be surprised and be surprisingly proven wrong. But I think that game's going to absolutely be shit. But I'm hoping maybe something more out of this game, because they've had more time to create this game. There's been a decent amount of years between Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs Legion. So I'm hoping that those years will make a decent game. And that's all I can say about that. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. And finally, the last game on the list, which I know very little about. Actually, this is not finally, but this is the last game on the list of definite reveals tomorrow, and that is Far Cry 6. Now, the thing about Far Cry, the first one, it was like a Dr. Island or Dr. Moreau type sort of game. And one of the things Far Cry always has to be is a first-person shooter set in the wilderness. But that sort of thing about having these beast powers and stuff, that's been gone a long time now. Now it's always games in wilderness or tropical locations, and you got to shoot shit, and there's a lot of interactions and stuff. And you know, it's the fact that they're bringing out so many Far Cry games so soon. I mean, Far Cry 5 just felt like yesterday, and Far Cry 4 felt just like the day fucking before. So the fact they're bringing out so many games so soon of the Far Cry just doesn't feel like this game's going to do that well. I'm not even sure if it has a great following or not. I mean, this is the 6th sequel, so it must have some sort of following. But do you think they're churning this shit out too soon? Do you give a fuck about it? Butt Crimes?
Not really. I do like some of the story elements, like dealing with the backwoods cult type thing. I think the last one was like in Washington or something like that.
Yeah, proper rednecks.
Yeah, I do like that idea and concept. I do love the setting. It just depends on what the story's going to be. So that's what my thing is.
Before I go on to you, Roberto, like for instance, in the 4th Far Cry game, I found that a bit weird. Like your brother's just died on this island, and you know you're gonna go get revenge to kill him and stuff. But meantime, while you're on this island, you can play a game of poker. Like, would you really want to play a game of poker, or would you want to kill somebody? Or you can go hunting in the woods, you know, so you can improve your arrow aim before you fight the boss at the end. I mean, stuff like that just feels so stupid, you know, for a game like that with a storyline like that, you know. Nevertheless, Cousin Tito, Far Cry 6.
I mean, I haven't played Far Cry at all, but all I know is that Carlo Esposito looks like he's in Far Cry 6. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I think he is.
I mean, it looks just like him. And then the is that a boy or a girl? I can't even tell.
I can't tell either. But Grimes, what do you think?
That looks like
a human. It looks like a human.
It does, kind of. It looks like an angry little YouTube kid.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I think a boy because of the.
It looks like X9.
I think it looks like X24.
X24, sorry, X24. My bad. That's what I'm thinking.
The exact same thing.
Yeah. X9. I don't know where I got X9 from. X24. Yeah, I knew it was an X number. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Does anybody else get a creepy, touchy-feely uncle vibe off it?
I get a Joe Biden vibe off of that thing right there.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Joe Biden revenge.
I mean, there's topical, there's wrong type of topical. That's definitely wrong type of topical.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait for somebody to like take that image there. I don't know how long that's been out, and just put Joe Biden's face over the guy's face. I'm telling you, it's coming. And if it has,
you can do that right now. You're way ahead of it, Roberto. Do it, man. You're way ahead of it right now, man. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that's just perfect. Oh, I can't stop thinking about it now. Oh my God. Oh God. Anyway, not interested in this game. It's a first-person shooter. It's not for me. I just so you guys know, I'm not into FPSs. All right. So the final thing Ubisoft says is a few other surprises. I just want to quickly backtrack before we go on to that. When we were talking about microtransactions in my country, by the way, they're going to make microtransactions illegal. I believe the House of Lords have gotten into this. They want to consume it. They want it to be seen as gambling because it is affecting children. You're making fucking kids who are not even into double digits, fucking gambling addicts. And I'm very happy that the government is looking into things like this because it's terrible. It's really immoral behavior by corporations, and this sort of shit ruins society. So good for my government for once. Back to the last thing I want to say is a few other surprises. That's what Ubisoft has mentioned as the final thing. Now, a few of the surprises could be fucking anything. But for me, a few of the surprises should be some of the games that people are also interested in that they haven't revealed in this, or they haven't got. They said they. Well, we assume that they're not revealing, but we're hoping they do reveal tomorrow. And those two of those games for me are Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is a game of incredible depth when I first saw it, but I haven't seen much from it since. And the other game is Skull and Bones. Now, Ginger is not too interested in this game, but I do like it. I do like the pirate mode on Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It was thoroughly enjoyable, and if they can make a seriously in-depth pirate mode, the same way we're hoping that we get in-depth fighter pilot mode with Squadrons compared to what they have on Battlegrounds 2, we get a really in-depth pirate game with Skull and Bones compared to what they have on Black Flag, then I'm up for that. Whether they could pull it off, but the fact that they haven't showed us any footage recently kind of makes me worry that if Ubisoft can, feel they can pull this off convincingly, So regarding a few other surprises, what do you guys think a few other surprises mean? Genuinely, I mean, you can want to laugh or take a joke, fine, make a joke, but what do you guys also think a few other surprises mean from Ubisoft tomorrow? But Crimes.
Well, I'm hoping that the reveal of the pirate one is going to be a good reveal. I just hope that they don't fuck that one up.
That's if they show it, by the way. They might not show it because it's not on the list. But these are the two of the games that have been displayed to people before, I think, the previous year. So we were expecting it to be coming out by now, but nothing. So that's why I mentioned it. But if they do bring it out, I'll be very happy. I'd like to see more. But do you think a few other surprises could be anything in particular?
I don't really think they're going to have a whole lot of surprises. With E3, I don't know. I don't think that they're gonna do a whole lot with this product. We pretty much know what they're gonna come out with already. I don't think we're gonna get blown away. Like there's not gonna be a No Man's Sky type silly reveal or whatever. So yeah.
Well, Beyond Good and Evil 2 was supposed to be a game similar to, well, when I say No Man's Sky, in the scope of traveling through a galaxy, it was supposed to be that scope. But from what I've heard from a friend of mine, I don't think it'll be of that scope. Regarding a few of the surprises, it could be something as stupid as, here we have Justin Bieber. He's going to introduce the next game. This is one of our few other surprises. And people don't want that. Like I sometimes think gaming companies forget what people want, and what we want is the fucking footage, Lebowski. That's what we fucking want, yeah. And all these bells and whistles are not important to us. Shut the fuck up. Get this fucking CEO off the fucking stage and show me some goddamn fucking footage. And, that's all the surprises I fucking want. And I want to see some stuff from Beyond Good and Evil too. I really do, because I just do. I want to see what they do with this fucking game. I don't want them to put it on the shelf any fucking longer. I want to see more of this fucking shit. They hyped the fuck out of this game. They made this game into a big fucking deal. And as usual with Ubisoft, they shrink it fucking down. They shrink down all their fucking shit. Drives me fucking nuts. Anyway, a few other surprises, Roberto. What you gotta say?
I'm waiting for I don't know what other I don't even know what other games that they could reveal. I mean, I just really don't know. I would love it if they brought out a full-blown RPG. Maybe if they're going to dive into RPGs, I want to see what they do with that. Have they ever done it? Has Ubisoft ever done a full-blown RPG, like JRPG or RPG or
Assassin's Creed? Really, yeah.
And I still don't consider that an RPG, though. I mean, it has RPG.
Well, the most recent ones. I mean, the most recent ones are those RPGs you can get. But they're all going that way, like the shooting games, even to a degree. They're like shooting versions. They're shooting RPG games. It's become like that. It's a formula they put in everything they fucking do. They're formulating their titles into an RPG format, which is why things like Breakpoint was a pile of fucking shit. You don't make RPGs out of fucking shoot 'em ups like that. It's ridiculous. But they're trying to, because unfortunately, this is the thing with RPGs. They can be milked. They can be milked to fuck.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but you know me. That's kind of really my only interest, is like that RPG element. That
good single player games, mate. Like the previous Assassin's Creed. That's what they need to kind of go back to. But instead of just give us an evolution of that instead of what they're giving us now. I want to do less fucking battles. And I want to be going up to people stealthily and stabbing them in the fucking back, or jumping off a rooftop and killing them, or being in the crowd and killing.
We've got so many games like that. Like, I mean, I would love to have games that are, that are.
But an evolution. This is Assassin's Creed at the end of the day. I mean, this is why bringing out every year or every couple of years is stupid, because if you don't make it like that, then it's not Assassin's Creed. But if they don't evolve on these ways of doing things, make the graphics, make the animations better, put way more effort into ways of killing people, than what we already know, then that would make the game better. Some of the best games I play have got some of the worst stories. A good story is just a bonus. But as long as the game plays well, that's all that matters. And we're not getting that. I mean, we haven't got an evolution with the recent Assassin's Creed game. We've got a de-evolution, as far as I'm concerned. All this role-playing shit. You try to assassinate someone and you fail because they're a higher rank. It's so stupid. It felt so alien. This is not the Assassin's Creed I know.
And I agree in regards to Assassin's Creed, I agree with you. Like, you're right. It should be, like they kind of do. They're trying to put too many RPG elements in a non-RPG game.
Yeah,
that I agree with you on.
You do get your money's worth of Odyssey. It is packed, absolutely packed, stacked with detailed storyline side quests, but the gameplay is not as detailed as the fucking side quests. You know, the gameplay is very generic, very the same. And just to do something is being able to assassinate somebody properly requires you to grind for a lot of stats, and it's the grinding for a lot of stats, and it's all the dog work and the fetching and stuff. Like, you're a fucking warrior. Why am I picking up shit for you? Why am I getting this basket for you? Stuff like that just drives you fucking nuts. And then by the time you grinded your way to getting yourself to a good level, you're exhausted from playing this. You reached the pinnacle. You think to yourself, yeah, now I can just play this game. Well, I've played so much of this game just to get here. I think I'm done playing it. And that's the problem with these grind fests. Anyways, I think we've spoken enough. Any of you guys got anything more to say about tomorrow's reveal and any of the games we talked about? Butt Grimes?
Truth be told, I hope that Assassin's Creed Black Flag turns out okay.
No, not Black Flag. We've already done Black Flag.
Sorry.
Valhalla.
Yeah. I just hope they don't fuck it up with like all the. Sorry,
It's okay, mate.
Sorry, my brain kind of checked out for a second. But yeah, I just hope they put something up that's relatively decent, especially Watch Dogs 2. I'm hoping they don't fuck that one up.
Likewise. Well, Watch Dogs 3, you mean? But Watch Dogs Legion. I'm banking on that one the most, considering that one's going to be revealed. You know, I already know what I'm expecting. I mean, I already kind of seen what Watch Dogs Legions was before prior to this reveal tomorrow. So I got an idea of it. So I'm not worried about the gameplay being this, that, and the other. I just want to see more of it. I want to see more of what I've already seen, and what I've seen I like so far. But regarding what I've seen of Valhalla, I don't like. It's fucking awful, and they're gonna have to really do a 180 to get around the shit we saw this week. It's some of the worst shit I've ever seen, and I really want Ubisoft to get burnt big time financially. If this is the case, if they're going to give us bullshit, if they give us good stuff, yeah, take my money. If they give us bullshit, get burnt, motherfuckers, and fucking learn. Your fucking greed is ruining gaming, and you need to come up with more depth and not bring out shit every fucking year, expecting us to buy it, which is only a tweak of another game which you brought out the previous year. Don't stop fucking doing that. Give us quality, not quantity. Yeah, the quality will last a long time. Look at GTA. That game's going on for fucking almost 10 years now. It's unfucking real. It's unreal. You know, that game is a PlayStation 3 game, and that game will come out on PlayStation 5. That's how fucking successful that game is. Everyone in gaming would love to have their fucking GTA, but they're rushing to it. They're Justice Leaguing GTA when they should be fucking Avengersing it. You know what I mean? And they're not, you know, so that's the only way I can put it. Any more anybody got to say?
Look, I got something I have to add, okay?
Yes, please.
All right, give me a second. It's only going to take me 2 seconds, I promise. But I think it's well worth it. I think it is absolutely well worth it.
Oh,
you've done it.
Nice.
You've done it.
Really worth it. Yeah, my wife is laughing at that pic.
Oh, I just so people know, we're not fucking Trump lovers here. None of us are.
No. But I mean, come on,
that is brilliant. Nevertheless, I mean, we're not fans of Joe Biden either, but that is brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant, because we all know that Joe, he likes a good sniff, doesn't he? The fucking dirty old fucker.
I just love that smile. I was like. I'm gonna go post this on my timeline and just people rip it.
I'm dying here. Oh my god.
Well, I found my new computer background at least.
Oh god, that is the best.
All right, but I think that's it, Zam. We good?
I can't get it off. Oh, You got to send me a picture of that. You got to put, you know what I mean? Put that in podcasters. Oh my God. That's just the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It's just amazing, man. It's so fucking funny, man. Yeah, you're going to start a trend here. Post that on Twitter, man. You're fucking, oh, mate. Oh, that's just the fun. I can't get enough of it. Oh, it's hilarious. Hilarious. I got the hiccups on. It's making me laugh so much. But okay, I think we've spoken enough. I'm sure we've all said what we had to say. It's been really good fun. Tomorrow is got the hiccups have really hit me now. Tomorrow we are going to be having the reveal, and please join us for that. It's at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. fucking sometime. Look, like I said, we're fucking amateurs. We're going to be doing a fucking reveal. You guys have got fucking Google. You know when the fucking reveal is. If you didn't, you wouldn't be watching this. You weren't interested in it. You wouldn't be watching this fucking shit. So you're going to find out yourselves anyway. And when you do, we'll have a stream during or straight after that shit. And we're going to be fucking bitching or praising or both. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to fucking Nerd Nation. We have a Facebook page, Nerd Nation. Look for the logo of this Facebook channel to find the logo on Facebook, so you know it's the right fucking Nerd Nation and not some goddamn copycat motherfucker. We are Nerd Nation. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye, guys. I love ya.
Bye.